Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Sebastian. For today's video, we have a podcast. For the topic, we're going to be talking about if college is really worth it. I have a guest on the show. It's Oathkeeper21.
Hi guys, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me, Sebastian. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, if you guys didn't already know, me and Oathkeeper are both college students, and we go to the same school. So basically, in my opinion, I really think college is okay, it can be worth it and it can't.
Yeah, it depends on, it depends on everybody's particular situation. Not everybody is meant for college, and I feel like nowadays there's such a big pressure on, high school students, particularly seniors, juniors, getting ready, to be out of school to, just be pressured into college. And I really think you really need to sit back and think about if that's, a great option for you.
Fuck that. Yo, like for real, man. I really hate that pressure, bro. Because like me, I'm a first gen student, nobody really in my family went to college. I got all this pressure on me. I got people looking at me and thinking that I'm gonna help them get a job. Being one of the first black males in my family to actually go.
Oh yeah.
And it's just all this pressure, unnecessary pressure on me. I'm like Superman or something. But I'm not.
Oh yeah, I know exactly how you feel. It's almost like you're the great savior to come and just lift everybody and take them to the promised land.
Yeah.
I know all about that pressure, and it's almost like you can't make any mistakes, and if you do, it's all over. And I really think it takes a toll on
It does. It really does, bro. It's crazy. I be sitting in class studying. Wow, I really got to do this. Sometimes I don't even be doing it for myself. I feel like I'm doing it for other people most of the time. And I feel like, that just keeps me moving forward because I feel like the other students, a lot of students who I have class with are already ahead of the game, So I feel like I'm always playing catch up while I'm in class. I'm always studying. Of course you're supposed to study when you're in college, but I feel like I study more than the average college student. I swear. This last week I studied probably over 100 hours. Over the past 2 weeks of studying, always in the library from when they open. I got class, in between until they close, and they had extended hours to 2 a.m. So I'm just grinding in the library, studying as hard as I can.
I think just if we go back to the beginning, I think it's important to know. Let me phrase it like this. I think you really need to know what you're doing if you're going to decide to go to college. Because when I came in, at first I wasn't planning on coming to college out of high school. I was, I guess an average B student. I didn't really excel in any particular subject, and my plan was just to, graduate high school and then just, start working straight out. That's what my mom did. Hell, my mom didn't even finish high school, and she did well for herself, but different times. So, but yeah, I wasn't planning on going to college, but I came and I went into a major that I wasn't comfortable with, and that I just really didn't want to do, and I really didn't want to do it. My first semester, my classes were terrible. I was failing. My GPA was a 1.3.
Damn.
And yeah, it was dumb.
Damn, bro.
dumb, stressful, and it set me back. Right now, I'm about to graduate next semester, but it set me back a whole year just trying to find the right major. And I feel like that's really important because the longer you're here in college, the more money you're spending, and loans build up. So
Facts.
you gotta know what you're doing.
That's definitely real, bro. They really do build up on you. I feel like sometimes college is a trap, because like not everybody knows what they want to do, and they go to college. They're like, oh, what should I do? And they just waste all this money in college. It's all a trap, bro. They just want you to stay. They want your money. If you go in with a plan, even if you go in with a plan, you might not come out on time.
Still not guaranteed, exactly.
Like, and then like once you come in, if you don't know what you want to do, then you need to go in. You gotta find out what kind of job, your major, what you can do with your degree. What job is going to be in demand in the future. Like you gotta come up with you gotta find the factors to build up to see what major you want to do and what do you want to do when you get out. All right. I'm gonna tell you this: nobody really knows what they want to do when they go to college.
Facts.
Like you don't know what you want to do. Like you can't figure that out. Like maybe one or two people might know exactly what they want to do, but you will not know what you want to do. You have to find out. You have to take classes. You have to do this. You got to do that. That's why I said it's a trap. Like for me, when I first got here, I was undecided, undeclared, whatever it is. I didn't know what I want to do. I took a whole bunch of random classes, acting classes, blah, 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 and then I figured out what I want to do. I'm a personal financial planning major. And, it's just, I don't got time for that, And I got all this money, stacking up on my neck, I didn't get no scholarship or nothing, but I mean, the school we go to is pretty cheap. So.
I honestly think that's a good point. I think they should change it. And I think they should just make it just a rule, like worldwide, to just automatically come into college, undeclared. Why? Just why? You can make it so you come in undeclared, and then you just take your gen eds for, maybe the first semester or even the first year. That might be a little bit too much, but maybe the first semester, come in undeclared and just take gen eds, and then, maybe by then, think about, the major you want, because I just think that, just choosing something right out of high school it's hard. You just can't be like, oh, I'm out of high school, I want to be this. That just doesn't happen.
No.
And this is a complex question, because I think the reason why some people excel in college and some people don't is it's just that you have to. It's just the work ethic, I don't really think college is necessarily hard, but it's just something that if you're gonna do it, then you have to do it. You can't just come in here and just come in here half-heartedly, because that's not gonna work.
Nah.
I mean, it's like you can apply that to an outside scenario, like your job, for example. You're not gonna go into your job half-heartedly. If you want to stay in that job, you're not gonna do that. But I mean, like if you're gonna come to college, then you have to be focused on that. You can't be out here fooling around, because then you're gonna be out of college.
Yeah, I mean, some people who are privileged, they can I guess they can dilly-dally in college. They can do whatever because they have the money for that. But for people normal people, you have to go in to college with the right mindset. A lot of people go to college thinking, oh yeah, I'm a party, I'm a do all this and that, but it's really not like that. Behind the scenes, you're gonna need to study, but college is like a different animal. Honestly, it's a different animal when you have to study. Unless you're really good at what you do, you have to put in the work. There's no other way. You can't half-ass anything. You have to put in the work. You literally, if you don't, you will fail. You will fail the class.
Right. One thing that has me worried is, and I think it has everybody worried is, how exactly are we going to pay off these loans in the first place? As you said before, everybody's not privileged. And everyone everyone's not coming from a rich family. So how exactly are we gonna pay, for the college? It costs a lot, and it's funny because, in some countries, they'll actually pay you to go to college. You don't have to pay for anything. They'll pay for your college completely. And I would kind of wish that was the same over here. You would think it would be, considering we're like one of the richest countries out there. But it's not. But how is a normal person going to pay for college? A common answer is going to be loans. And I think a lot of people, have trouble with figuring out, okay, how much money should I take out this semester? How much am I going to need? What's the interest rate? And I feel like some people kind of get messed up in that category, and I feel like it scares people from coming to college, and it scares people that are in college right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, to answer the first question, you said why isn't college free in the U.S.? I'm for that, but people will say like, well, the reason why college is free in other countries is because they have higher taxes than us, and people over here in the United States don't want higher taxes, and that's one of the big reasons why college isn't free in the United States. I mean, I wouldn't mind paying a little bit more, or maybe we can shift some of the funds from our military to fund our education. That would help a lot. That would help America, because we're not one of the leading countries in education at all. We're dumb compared to the rest of the world almost. But we stay on top. I forget the other thing that you said. I'm sorry.
I was just saying that that just figuring out how much you need per semester, and what kind of loan you should take out, figuring out what the interest is, how much is that going to build up each semester, each year. I feel like a lot of people don't understand like how to deal with that. Like even myself, like I to just being honest, I don't really have that much of a clue.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that is a leading cause of why some people don't think college is worth it.
Yeah. It is. It's really complicated. You gotta figure out how much money you need. A lot of times, when you're in college, you get this thing called a refund check, and a lot of college students get this, and that's basically the leftover money after you pay for room and board, your tuition, all the extra fees and everything, and you still have to pay that back. It's not free money, so you get a check, and that's literally you're overspending on what you really need for college, and it's added on to like your total loan amount. So if you could find a way to just minimize that to exactly the amount that you need, that would help a lot of students, because these refund checks be like $4,000, $3,000 extra. That's like money that that's with interest. That money has interest attached to it. So you're paying, it could be higher interest than a credit card, Who knows? It depends on the person and the school you go to, blah, blah, blah. But, you got anything else to add?
Yeah, I was just thinking about how I have a lot of friends that I know that didn't go to college, that just went out of high school and just went and just found a job. And just sometimes I think about all of the struggle I'm going through now,
right?
With classes and just paying stuff off, and it's just when I could have just started working without the loan and just started from the bottom and just worked my way up. I'm curious to see if that's even still possible to just graduate from high school and then get a minimum wage job. Maybe who cares, working at Walmart for a little bit, and then maybe upgrading. Maybe if you want to stay in Walmart, maybe upgrade the position, or maybe going out and then maybe finding a job that pays a little bit more, and then just just working your way up, kind of like a pyramid, from the bottom all the way to the top, and just slowly working your way up and getting more money as you go. I mean, I know friends that are doing that, and they seem to be doing fine. They got a job and they seem happy. They got their own place, got a car. They're doing their own thing, married. Some have kids. Sometimes I wonder how life would be if I didn't come to college in the first place and I just got a job.
Yeah, that's what a lot of us, we think about. What would life be without college? I don't know. For me, it would probably be crap. Honestly, I give you 100%. Like, I'm from Philly. I mean, there's a lot of jobs there, but housing is expensive. It really depends on where you live. The cost of living, around the country is different every place you go. And yeah, it's just hard. If I didn't go to college, what would I be doing? I would probably working at like the grocery store or something, still living at home. And I hate living at home. And I know a lot of young people hate living at home. That sucks. And you all know it. You all know that sucks. I would probably be miserable. And sometimes I think it's worth it. It's a gamble. It's a gamble on yourself if you go to college or not. Like, if you go to college, you're paying all this money. If you work hard enough, I guess.
It's not guaranteed.
Yeah,
even if you do work hard, get your degree.
Yep. College is basically a casino. You go in with a whole bunch of money. You might come out and win, and you might come out and lose all your money. It's literally a casino. Yeah, that's how I see it. And I feel like if you don't go to college, it's safer. But if you taking risk, okay, if you get a stock, stocks can be risky. If you put all your money in one stock, that's really risky. But higher risk equals higher reward, and if you do something with low risk, you won't get a big reward, so college is a risk that you got to take. You got to jump out there, and it just might have the potential to have a high reward. It's up to you if you can get that high reward.
I think just going off of that, I think just being positive. Since coming here, I've got to admit I have learned a lot. I do feel like I've grown more as a person. Definitely, I've gotten more mature. And, I've learned how to take care of myself because it's crazy. You never realize how much your parents do for you. When you're at home, you don't have to worry about nothing. In some cases, not all cases, but the majority of the cases, you don't have to worry about your clothes. You don't have to worry, doing laundry. You don't have to worry about what you're gonna eat. You don't gotta worry about gas. You ain't gotta worry about electric bills, internet bills. You ain't gotta worry about none of that because it's getting taken care of. What's in the fridge? Who knows? What did mom get? What's in the cabinet? Oh, do I got clothes? Do I got clothes in my dresser? Are they free? Yeah, you do. Your mom. You don't have to. Come home from your classes and look all over your room for quarters to pay a $2 washing fee at the laundromat. You don't have to worry about that. But so yeah, I've definitely learned how to take care of myself. A lot more just being in college. And I've also learned a lot. Regarding my classes. Me myself, I'm a music major, and I came from a small high school with a pretty good sized music department, and I came from nothing, and I learned how to make a little bit of noise on my instruments in high school, and I was considered pretty good. But coming to college, I kind of got shook a little bit because that's where the upgraded talent is, and I've definitely learned more about music than I ever would have if I didn't come to college. So I'm grateful for that, and with other subjects too. I do feel like I'm a lot more woke when it comes to other subjects. So in terms of knowledge, I do feel like I've gained a lot since coming to college. So.
Well, that's all the time we have today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna put a link to Oathkeeper 21's channel in the description. I want to hear you guys' thoughts if college is really worth it in the comment section. I'll answer any questions you guys have if you're in high school, and I'm sure Oathkeeper will answer any questions.
For sure.
Yeah, if you guys need any help, guidance, if you don't have no one to help you, let us know in the comments. Other than that, stay positive. I'm out.